interesting that there actually are some people out there that be like, I don't really listen to Kendrick. And while I find that crazy, I hear that more about Kendrick than I do Cole and Drake. No Clarence. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 139 of the No Clarence podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with the queen herself, Queen KC. KC, how you doing?
Woo-woo. I'm alive and well. No complaints.
Yes. And the producer of the pod is not here today. He just got married yesterday. So, congratulations to you, my boy.
The altar in your white dress.
We
ain't get no younger. We might as well do it. Hey, we can never do shit like that with Jay around. He
right,
never lets us have fun.
Exactly. He never lets us go off on a little singing tangent. You know what I'm saying? Like, let a nigga get it off. What's up with you?
Oh God.
Yo, that marriage song is like the one song where niggas be like, it's good, but nobody really wants it played at the wedding.
Do you know what I mean? Or it's like that's a good transition song.
Yeah.
Like, where's the real direction we're going? You need a buffer? Go ahead and throw that in. I just need the chorus good one time. And then it's the next song, you know?
Because people be like, we ain't getting no younger? Like, that's the only reason?
He like, damn, girl, you 38, I'm 40. Let's do it. That's the vibe.
I done mess with all the girls. I can't. Like, I'm good with you now, girl.
They trash out here. I gotta, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, be careful down there in Houston, man. I heard about the little rumor spreading about this syphilis running around.
When I tell you, baby, you ain't got to worry about me because I'm celibate. It's me and the Lord.
Oh.
Okay? Me and him are if we locked in, ain't no switching up. That's crazy.
No more guns on the
hell no. And those be the main ones with the sippy.
With the sip. That's the crazy part. Cause I was I showed my wife that John, and she was like, it's probably way more. It's just a lot of the dudes not getting tested. You know, cause they probably just walking around like, man, got a little itch.
So I've had conversations with different people.
Yeah.
And the guys in which I had conversations, and this is casual, like, you know, we just shooting the shit type of stuff. I feel like a lot of men do not get tested because they're like, oh, well, the shorty I'm with, she got tested and she's good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we should not move like that.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
No. Even if you're in a committed relationship, I think some people think STDs are something you can only get during sex. And it's like, that's not the case. So you might want to go ahead and get tested, babe.
Shout out to all the brothers out there getting tested, making sure you good. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Hey, bill of health. You got to make sure your health is wealth. Take care of yourselves.
Because it's hot outside. You don't want it to be hot in your drawers, if you know what I'm saying.
You don't.
It's already hot outside.
It's boiling hot outside. Do you want that in your pants?
Oh my goodness. This heat is skin crazy, man. Hope y'all stay cool out there, man. Keep some
I never understood when I would see niggas walk around with a rag. This that heat. Nah, you got to keep that thing on you. You hear me?
Hey, I used to work football camps like every summer.
Yeah.
Growing up, and I'm gonna forget. Like, I would always forget everything I needed the first day. I come home just like black, just like body, just like, bro, what you just put me through. Next day, I got a little towel over my head. I put a hat over the towel, and then I'm just pouring water on my neck, on the towel part of my neck, just like, boy, I'm prepared, going through it. You know what I'm saying? I be like, oh, this is crazy, bro.
It's too much. I'm telling you.
It's like even in the heat, you low key need some layers, and I don't. It's getting ridiculous.
You have to. It's out of control. There's no other way to put it.
Okay, see, how have you been? How have you been? Life good? Life treating you good?
Life is phenomenal, y'all. I got a new job. Per. But yeah.
Cash.
Yeah,
That's good
yeah.
though.
Got a new
That's good
job,
though. I
Feeling the
see you
vibes.
and you can we talk about you getting ready to move, you getting ready to roll out of there, huh?
Yeah.
She not leaving Texas,
Note
huh?
notice that the knit pictures that we're ready to go.
Ready to roll
We're
out?
ready to go.
That's
Yeah, the
beautiful.
commute, I think I've never realized how much a commute could just like drain you. Like
Man,
you've had a long day of work and then you got to get in the car and do like 30, 40 minutes to get to the house. It's just a lot. So we're gonna cut that like way in half.
it took me an hour to get home today. Um
Is that what's your regular I'm like, what's your regular commute time when you're coming from
uh
work?
normally because I leave work between 2 and 3, it'll
Mm-hmm.
be 40 to 45 minutes. Um and
See what I'm saying?
I know this sounds long for you, which it is, but for my like in my history of working, uh
Mm-hmm.
40 to 45 is like, oh, that was good. Like it used to be an
Okay.
hour regularly, hour 15. And when I used to work in
Oh,
Baltimore, I used
so
to work
40,
outside
you
Baltimore.
eating
Yeah,
that.
I used to work outside
Okay.
Baltimore, and it would be an hour and a half. So
Oh God.
at this point, I'm like, I'm at it. I'm just getting closer and closer to home with every job. So
We love to see it.
I'm
We
figuring it
love to
out.
see it.
I would love
Yeah.
to, work close to my job one day though. But I can't fade living in that area. Like
Mm,
I want to live in PG County, be close to family. Like my life is there, but
mm-hmm.
the work is like 30.
Not in there.
It's out there, and I'm like, I'd rather
Mm.
take the
No, that's
drive
valid.
there. So it's an interesting situation, but I
Mm.
am happy for you that you're getting closer. The gas
Yeah.
is getting crazy out here in these streets. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? It's
When
getting a
I
little
tell you
crazy.
I put 25 in the tanky, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, all right, that should get me to F in my
Oh
mind.
no,
You
that's
know?
halfway.
When I say I had to go back in there and be like, hey, 25. Tw- $25 on the tank. And I go to the same gas station. We locked in.
Oh, you one of them? I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure I go here
I
because
go to the
here got the
same
best
place
price.
because they got the best price. Hey. And I was like, hey, I said 25. He looked at me like, baby, I know. I was like, oh shit. Like, this is not a game. Like, this is for real. Okay.
What
Yeah,
you
so we
driving?
gotta hey, I mean, stand up, my Honda gang, you know what I
You
mean?
Honda guy? Oh yeah,
Accord.
we Accord. Yeah, we
Yeah.
Accord. Accord. So my
Big
Accord,
purr.
my Accord like take like 13 gallons, right?
Hey, so just a shot in the dark. How much you putting in on getting that heifer to F?
Let me tell you, I put gas in today. I want you to take that
Mm-hmm.
25.
Humbling.
I want you to take that 25 and multiply it by two. I was so
Hey,
mad, bro.
when I tell I just don't think people understand. As a Honda owner, we buy Hondas because in our mind, I'm
Yes.
gonna put a cool 30 to it. You
Talk
know what
that
I mean?
talk. Talk that talk,
Cool
KC.
30.
Talk
And
that
a
talk.
cool 30 for a Honda supposed to get you to F, if not a little over.
Talk that talk.
Okay? So when
Exactly.
I get in the car and I'm dun 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 filling that bitch up, and the 30 is no longer good enough, and I gotta throw an extra 20, now we're getting crazy. I don't
There's
drive a
a
Benzo.
problem in the world when Honda
Do
Accords.
what kind of gas do you use? Just if you don't mind me asking.
I'm regular.
See
I'm
what
a
I'm
regular
saying?
nigga
And
right
this is
here.
regular gas.
Look,
Imagine if a nigga was like, you know what, fuck around, let me do some premium.
look, my wife got me a little bougie because back in the
Oh
day,
God.
I would always go inside. Even with the credit card, I'd go inside, be like
Mm,
$30.
yeah.
Well, but then she was like, I always fill up. Like she fill up. It don't matter. I said, all right, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Let me go ahead.
Niggas, I got a little
Doing
change.
all right. You know, I don't gotta go in. You know what I'm saying? I just slap the card in there. Bam. I'm looking at that joint today. I'm like, ain't no way it's gonna reach 50. Ain't no way. It's gonna
No, it
stop.
is.
That joint
It
said
is.
50 and 26 cents.
I never understood people that are like, nah, I just need 3/4. And I'm like, no, fill it up. But now I'm starting to get
yeah, it's about to be
the
that
motherfucker.
time. It's about to be that time again.
Because if you think about it, we're commuting, so we're burning through that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Nah,
man.
I can't. Nah. Shout out to all my people with a Honda though.
Shout out to all the people, man.
Stand up.
Times it's getting crazy out here. The student loan got cut.
Oh,
They
brother.
said, nah, you
Tyler,
got paid
Tyler
up.
want to bring this shit up every
I ain't
time.
gonna do it. I ain't
And
gonna do it.
my
I'm
response every
sorry.
time will be,
I'm
that's
sorry.
between auntie and uncle.
I'm
They got to
sorry.
figure that out.
All right, let's get to some
That's
topics. Because I ain't gonna stress too hard. I ain't gonna stress too hard about that. Let's get to some topics. You know what I'm saying? I saw a little something on Instagram, man. They asked a couple WNBA players some questions. It was a start bench cut between Rihanna, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift. Seeing who would you start, who would you bench, who would you
easy.
cut? That seems pretty simple to me.
Right.
You know, but there were a couple people that said they would cut Beyonce, which Rihanna was on everybody's lineup.
Because
Regardless,
she gives athletic. I could see, you know what I mean? Ree look like she got a mean handle of the ball. You know what I mean?
You need that. You need
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? That's it's interesting. So here's my thing when I think about start bench cut. Right.
Okay.
For me, as a starter, for you to be a starter, right? I need consistency. I need to know what I'm getting from you. You feel
that's
me?
valid.
As a bench player, you the spark. Like, oh, these niggas didn't get enough sleep. Yeah. These niggas didn't get enough sleep last night. I need you to come in there, get this thing rolling, get this thing back on course. You feel me? If you cut, I'm just
you can't do either of those things.
Yeah. Or the other two is just they just better, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's fair.
In regards to the first thing, now Taylor Swift, you just got to go. I'm sorry, shorty. I'm sorry. You feel me?
She not giving burst or starting energy.
Yeah, I know what I'm getting from BB, my starter, of course. Ree, you know.
She gonna come. I mean, she gonna come and do her thick thizzle real quick. Mwah. And then it's like, all right, coach, you need water.
Coach, I can't play defense. Like, if you need a score, I'm here. I don't play D. You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple other groups of people we're going to start bench or cut. We're starting in the female R&B section.
Ooh, good one.
We have a interesting group here. We got SZA, Ari Lennox, or Snow Allegra KC. Who will you start, bench, and cut?
Okay, I got SZA,
Snow,
and who else?
Ari Lennox.
I'm gonna have to cut Snow. Sorry, Allegra. I'm gonna have to cut her. Ari gonna have to bench.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to bench Ari. SZA's gonna be my starter. Feel like SZA she strikes me as somebody that's like, that element of surprise. Like that person that you looking at the starting lineup, you don't think she's that one, and she's just out here shooting threes.
Okay.
Ari gives me the energy of like, nah, I come in the clutch. When you need me, I'll come in, do my little doo-wop, whatever, but then you need to take me off and I need to be able to hydrate.
Man. Now, I have to start Ari. Me personally. And this is my reason. Ari has been very consistent, like in actually providing us with music. And on top of that, she really has good features as well.
Ooh, so you could trust her.
I know I'm gonna hear from her often. And SZA, all right, maybe besides the I haven't heard her too much outside of her music. Now I might be tripping on that, but
Uh,
she don't really
but you know
do
what?
too many feature runs.
She does features, but like you said, it's very sporadic. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and so with that, I'm like, all right, Ari can get the start, but I know SZA, if we down 10,
Yeah.
bring me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, look, we was having a conversation months ago with the Dreamville joint, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like already been dropping, and I was like, now when SZA come, she gonna shut it down. You know what I'm
She
saying?
is.
So it's like, I mean, it very much could be either or, but me personally going off of how much Ari actually be like showing up, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I would for now I'd give her the start. You know what I'm saying? She like that person in practice that's been going hard. You know what I'm
Really
saying?
working at it.
Really
Mm.
working. And it's like, all right, you know what? I see you out of respect for what you've been putting in. You in the lineup. You feel me? So that's how I'm seeing it, you know.
Mm.
Uh
That's not a bad observation.
yeah. Why cut Snow though?
My thing with Snow, and I love her, but I feel like, and realistically, I guess like she's been more consistent than SZA. But I don't know. Snow, I don't know. It's just
Uh
she does not do features. I don't see her doing a lot of collab. You know what I
Not a
mean?
lot. Not a lot. The only
And
last
I
one
don't
I
I
remember
don't
was Giveon. I think that was the last feature I
that's the
heard
only
from her.
one I could think of too.
Yeah.
So teamwork might be a struggle.
Mm.
I need you to pass the ball. I need you to communicate on the court. And I don't know if you could do that. You know what I mean? Sorry, Snow. Yeah.
I heard so to me, she really only got one really good album. Like the other ones are straight, they solid, but the
Nah, they cool.
besides the those feelings again with like that she had that
Mm-hmm.
one album with just hit after hit. Everything else just seems a bit like it's cool. I ain't gonna remember too
Yeah,
much.
she's producing. I agree. I think there was that one album that really broke her in,
Yeah.
but then after that, it's been like real. Like they're not
Mm.
bad projects, but they're
No.
just not out there. Like oh, that you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And when I think of her other albums, like I think of songs and like particular songs that I like. But as far as the whole body of work, not really.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Uh, let's move on to male R&B.
All right, now
Male
we're cooking.
R&B, man, we got a very interesting three here. We got Lucky Day, we
Mm.
got Sir, and then Brent Fayez.
Ooh, okay.
This is an interesting combo. The last person to drop music, I want to say, was Lucky. It was either Lucky or Brent, but all three of
Yeah, it
them
was
really,
between them two.
yeah. Sir
Mm,
keeps teasing us with little things every now and then. But who you got?
heavy on teas. Who am I cutting?
All dark skinned niggas. There is no racial
We're
component.
all about yeah, we're all about equality, right? And giving everybody a fair chance. Um, I am going to have to say I am going to start Sir
Mm.
because I think he's consistent, and I think the opposite of Snow, where I'm like every album he has had, I loved it as a body of work. Like it's been very consistent as far as like song quality. And I feel like he's done a lot of like collabs with people, so he'll be able to communicate on the court. I need you
Mm.
to set a pick. You know what I mean. I need you to hear me
Mm.
and know what I'm asking you to do.
Indeed.
Um, Lucky Day. Oh, and Brett Fires. I'm gonna say I'm going to. That's really hard.
This is tough. This is tough.
Because I think in a lot of ways they're the same. Not the same as far
Yeah.
like same level, if that makes sense.
Um, let's try and compare the catalogs here. So Lucky Day just dropped that Candy Drip, I think the name of the
Mm-hmm.
album. And I ain't gonna cap. When I first saw the cover, I was hating a little bit, so I ain't even really tuned in when it
I
first
mean, it
dropped.
wasn't.
But it was
Mm,
good. Now I came back to it. I came back to it. He give you more of a '90s vibe,
yes, that's the best way to put it, for sure.
especially the hits.
Mm.
The hits be like, oh, I'm feeling that thousand or like 2000 late '90s vibe going on. He also his feature with Ari was really
Mm.
good. The on the boy bye, I was feeling that hard. Pause.
I would say, you know what, thinking about his, because now I'm thinking about their catalogs and like which one I prefer and like listen to more regularly. I would say Lucky Day. So I would bench Lucky Day and I would have to cut Brett. My reasoning for that is I think Brett is very toxic, right? Um, just gonna name that and put it out there. Somebody's hurt this man. Um, but I just don't. I feel like his music for me, it just sounds like I I don't want to say it sounds the same, but it's like I'm not excited about his drops, if that makes sense. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
cool, like I'm gonna check it out, but I'm not like, oh shit, like Brett. I don't see what everybody else like the hype because I
I
think it's similar to SZA where he's like he not dropping all the time. Like there's this
yeah.
the gaps.
His music, there's a shock value to it.
Hmm.
There's a shock value to it where like when you first hear it, like I can tune into this for a while, right?
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that believes Lucky Day's music will I can listen to that 10, 15, 20 years from now.
Come on.
Play it at the cookout. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Uh
Hmm.
so I agree. I'm a start Sir for the similar reasons as yours. Like the boy don't really miss when it comes to his albums.
Nothing. All
Um
buckets.
and he be low key featured on people's songs. Like you just see his name on the credits, be like, I ain't even hear the nigga, but he on there. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
was
like,
he was a hum in the background.
yeah, right, exactly. He be like, oh, that was a nice hug. Like, oh shit, go ahead, sir. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Lucky Day, as much as I do, I like Brent. I like Brent. Like he from the DMV, so it is. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
wasn't trying to be
brother.
biased. You know,
It's
hey,
giving bias, but go ahead.
that's a DMV nigga, man. Shout out to you. And I know he didn't do. He said I remember watching the interview. He said he didn't do too many features. He didn't want to be known as like the feature nigga,
The
especially
feature artist, yeah.
after the jump with Gold Link and Shy Glizzy. Um, so I get it. But yeah, nah, his music, like it's a hard listen sometimes. Sometimes, like now,
Yeah,
don't get
it's
me wrong. I
not
like the problem with that last album.
what.
It was long, and I think only like 2 or 3 songs. Like you can't have an
Okay,
album of 20
I
something
have
songs.
I've tried and I've listened to the album and I'm like, you know what? No, let me run it back. Like I listened to the entire album and I can't really first say like, oh, these are my favorites.
So
Do you
it's
know what I
just,
mean? Like,
I think for me, All Mine. I think that's a
mm. But
Jackie
that's also
Brown.
I want to name all mine doesn't count because that's also mainstream tie. So is that
Okay,
like something you originally liked, or was it the Rihanna effect where you just heard it so much that like, all
that
right,
I
I fuck
might
with it.
have, but you know what? You're right about that. I'll give you that for All Mine.
Mm.
Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown might be another one of those where it was like
You
it
heard
kind
it
of
a
went
lot.
viral, and then the jump with
Mm.
Drake, Waste Your Time.
See what I'm saying?
This is crazy. You're right. We got to cut Brent, man. Got
Yeah.
to cut Brent. Brent, I'm sorry,
I
but I
mean,
rock
shout out to
with
my niggas in the DMV. I really want to fuck with y'all, but
you.
ooh,
Where is
it
Lucky
is
Day
what it
from? I
is.
have no idea.
No clue.
We're not going to research on this podcast. That's Jay's job, and he's not here. So you're out here getting
Meanwhile,
married
Lucky
and shit.
Day is from.
Jay's out here jumping over canes.
Hey, okay. Stay black, people. Stay
Stay
black.
black. Stay black. All right.
Oh my.
We have another. We have another.
Oh, he's from New Orleans,
Oh,
so
interesting.
that makes
Okay,
sense. That's
Woody.
why he got that soulful like vibe to him. Because I
Yeah.
mean,
There you
you
go,
know, isn't that
baby.
where jazz
Yep.
is from?
That's where jazz
Mm-hmm.
is. That's where jazz started, New Orleans. Wherever I
Yeah.
go, that's where my baby go.
Oh
That's how I think they
Jesus.
sound.
I love how they say cold drink. I'm not even gonna try it, but I love how they say it.
Oh man. All right. We're going to female hip hop. Okay.
All
We're
right,
going
speed
this
rounds.
speed rounds. Let's get it popping. Nicki, Cardi, City Girls. What we doing?
All right, I'm a barb, so I'm gonna have to start Nikki. Uh, Cardi, I'm gonna have to bench her. Why? She has had strong features. I mean, drill, pop, like her features go crazy every time. And when she's collabing with artists, even if it's like they're jumping on her shit, she's jumping on theirs. It for the most 99.9% of the time slaps. She doesn't miss. But that one, that 0.1%, oh, that 0.1% is because she ain't dropped the fucking next album. I mean, come on, what the hell?
Yeah.
City
Yeah.
Girls, love them. They're a good time. But as far as a whole body of work, it's a no. Like I haven't heard a whole album from them and been like, oh shit.
All
And
right.
it's the same thing. It's the Rihanna effect. So,
I am starting Cardi and I'm benching
mm.
City Girls. I got to cut Nikki. I
You're
have to
not a
cut Nikki.
barb.
I'm not a Barb's. I'm starting Cardi and benching City Girls for the fact that those two Cardi and City they really started a movement. Like the
Mm,
music that we are getting from a lot of the female artists out now,
yeah.
you can say started with the Cardi B and City Girl type music,
Mm.
scamming niggas. We
Taking
gonna
their money.
we
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get money. We doing all that whoopty wop. I don't know any artist that we can say has come from Nicki's tree, but I might be wrong about that. I just haven't seen anyone try. I mean, maybe that's a testament to her greatness that nobody's really tried to
But
emulate a Nicki.
I would refuse though. Hold on, beep. There was no Cardi B, no City Girls before Nicki, because you got to think Nicki held it down for a long period of time. Tyler, then, and Nicki was the one talking about her coochie and her anaconda dome and taking looking ass niggas and shit like that. So we can't say that she didn't. I mean, these bitches are her sons. Let me go and get a bib for you. You know what I mean? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So we can't say she didn't. If we're looking at the tree, the family tree, she the root. She's the trunk.
She might be the root. She might be the root, but all the branches is coming off of that Cardi city.
Okay. Okay. I'll give Cardi the branch for sure. I'll give you. She got the branch. I'll give
Hey,
you that.
look. All right, look. Because I've come on here, I be sounding like a Nicki Minaj hater. I truly know I sound like a Nicki
I didn't want to
Minaj
say
hater a
nothing.
lot of
I'm a
times.
barb, so
I know I sound like that, and I
it's the contemplating for me.
maybe I am. Like
I think
maybe
you're a
I
barb
just
hater.
am. Um, I don't know. I heard her. Growing up, she was probably like the only one doing something like
For
and
a good amount of
for a
years,
good
bro.
amount of
Like,
years. So the
mm,
question is it because nobody could do what she did, or did she just cut out the competition? I don't know. We will never know,
mm.
but you know what is fair. I'll
No,
say this. I'll bench Nikki. I gotta bench Nikki out of respect. I gotta
no,
cut
you
City
know what I
Girls.
mean.
I gotta cut City Girls.
That's
I'm gonna
all I'm
start Cardi
saying.
though. I'm gonna start Cardi.
No, no, no. And I respect. I think that's one that I would. One of them is bench, one of them is starting, but it's not a question of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
neither one of them are getting cut. They're both like monumental.
All right. Two more quick rounds, man. We're gonna go through this. We got Lil Durk, 21 Savage, and Lil Baby in the male hip hop. We got two male hip hop group. We gonna go. Okay. Lil Durk, 21, Lil Baby. Who we got? Start, bench, cut.
Oh fuck. Lil Baby starting potential. Benching. Who was the other two?
Lil Durk and 21 Savage.
Benching 21. I'm
Mm.
sorry. All my life, you got to go, Chulo. Bye.
Mm. I'm agree with you. I think the 21 Savage project with Drake put him over Lil Durk because I think before that
Mm-hmm.
album I probably would have said
Neck and neck.
Durkio, but the boy 21 really just making some boss moves. You know what I'm saying? Like even that and the Joan he had with Metro Boomin was pretty tough.
Oh, it
Savage
was.
Mode, Savage Mode 2 was
Mm-hmm.
that was solid, and of course he's on every Metro Boomin album.
Him and Metro work really well together.
Yeah, yeah, and Lil
Mm.
Baby is like it's Lil Baby.
I
You
mean,
know,
every project he's developed like
yeah,
more and more.
yeah,
So you got to respect that.
yeah. Out of respect, I didn't put Roddy Rich on here. I know what Jay was gonna say. Oh, that's your boy. Ooh. I know you like Roddy Rich too, but ooh. Forget you, Jay. Roddy Rich. Roddy Rich is my dog. All right.
Oh, good.
The last one, man. We going with the three-headed monster, man. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. The goats of our generation. I'll say that maybe.
Hard.
Who are we start, bench, and cutting from J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake?
Can you go first?
Okay. This gonna hurt my soul.
Okay. No, brother.
I'm starting J. Cole. I'm
Okay.
starting J. Cole because mostly for one nostalgia purposes for me anyway. That was probably the
Mm-hmm.
first one that I heard. Plus, he's just been really on a tear lately, like with just rapping. The boy
Mm-hmm.
the nigga is just rapping. He rapping with everybody. His
Mm-hmm.
label going crazy. Like everything he touching right now is just doing really well. He got
Mm-hmm.
what's today's date? The 18th. He got a song coming out on
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday on the 19th with Boz. He gonna be featured on a song with Boz. Like he really got Dreamville up and running. Like he doing his thing. He doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I This hurts my heart to say. I have to bench Drake. I have to bench Drake. Um, the man died.
Drake.
That man died.
Drake.
It hurt my heart to say this. I really because I mean he was artist of the decade. Like you gotta give some credit for that. He drops
Mm-hmm.
every summer, regardless of if it's good or not. He's here. Um,
Mm-hmm. I'm about to
I don't
flip
have
you
to
up. Go
think.
ahead.
I don't have to think too hard with the nigga. Uh, you could play him in pretty much any environment. You can play a Drake song. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he got a song for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, his work with a Drake feature is going to put your song to the moon for the most part. For the most part, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That really hurt me. So I gotta cut Kendrick. I gotta cut Kendrick. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. Hey, look, shout out to the Pulitzer Prize. Shout out to everything you've done. But I don't. Some people just don't rock with him. That's
Mm-hmm.
not me. I'm a Kendrick fan. Like to
Okay. Well,
let that.
I was.
I've seen him in concert. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm a Kendrick
Yeah.
fan till I die. But it's interesting that there actually are some people out there that be like, I don't really listen to Kendrick. And while I find that crazy, I hear that more about Kendrick than I do Cole and Drake. So for those reasons, I gotta cut him. What you got,
Okay.
Casey?
I'm disappointed in you. I really thought this was gonna be a layup situation,
I thought
and
so
it's
too.
giving foul. Um, I am going to start J. Cole. I'll
Okay.
give you that. I'm gonna
Okay.
start Cole. You are on the right path. I am going to bench Kendrick. Here's my rationale. Kendrick is a forever artist. Drake is not a forever artist. Now, this is
I
no. This
heard
is
this on YouTube. Now you heard that Dr. Dre joke.
yeah, and
Yeah,
because
you're right.
Dr. Dre, he know what the hell he talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cole,
You're right about that though.
Kendrick is somebody who let's be realistic. Out of Kendrick and Drake, Kendrick can go like 4 or 5 years, nothing. I mean, nigga ain't dropping shit, ain't posting on the gram, nothing. He'll give you nothing. But you know, like when he drops a project, it is going to be bar for bar, word for word, a masterpiece. Like there's not one album that he has created or released that I'm not like, wow, he's captivated the energy, the vibe that he was trying to give off. Every track. It wasn't like, oh, I know 1 or 2 tracks are my favorite. Everything, front to back, is phenomenal. Meticulously like worded, and the penmanship is crazy. Drake is somebody who he releases a lot. Now, I know that we like tend to be impressed by like an artist pumping out shit, and Beyonce has said this before herself too. We don't soak in albums anymore. Now people are just releasing music for the sake of fucking releasing it, just to get it off. You know what I mean? I would say that we're in this era of like emptying out their fucking drives and shit,
Yeah.
because it's just like, Drake, you're not even giving us a second to like sit with the last 2, 3 projects you put out and the time span in which he's given us. If we look on a timeline, this man is months in between. I mean, good God. Not to say that his shit ain't hit. Like, he definitely got bangers and he's definitely hitting on every genre. But it's to say, like, why do you have to saturate us so much? Do you feel like if you go quiet, you are not relevant? You're not moving the same? Like, you know what I mean?
Do
I'm going to
you
have to cut him.
he okay. He dropped once a year, similar to what Jay-Z used to do. So it's not like he was really going crazy. And then it's not like we haven't seen nothing like that before with like we talked about when Her Laws dropped. Like DMX has done that before, dropped the album and then like a couple months later done it again. The saturation is not from Drake. It's from all these other niggas.
Mm.
The saturation is, you know what I'm saying, like it's just the fact that he's the consistency is so crazy that you feeling like, dang, all this nigga do is drop music.
No, and maybe that's what it is.
I
Be an adult, go have an
understand.
affair, or like let me miss you a little bit. Kendrick makes me feel like my dad said he gonna go get milk, and I believe him. Knowing damn well he not coming back for some bit of time.
Man,
But I'm still gonna sit on that porch and
still
wait for
gonna
my
sit on the
dad.
porch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Y'all listeners, let us know, who would you cut or bench? I think we gonna be solid with starting Cole. Like, you're not gonna debate with us
Nah,
about
we're not about to have that
putting
conversation.
Cole on the bench, but y'all let us know, who would you rather cut or put on the bench, Drake or Kendrick Lamar? I would love to hear what y'all
Be
think. You
interesting.
know what I'm saying? I don't know. I want to stand solid with Drake, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
it's
telling
that's
you.
on real rocky ground. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get into some little white people shit. Jonah Hill.
White people, shit.
Jonah
I'm
Hill
just
was
having a ball because Jalen don't like me doing this shit. So I'm
They
trying to
don't
get it
want us
out.
to sing, so we gonna sing. I be your groovy baby. You are my
Come on, that was on
superstar.
your spirit. Get it out.
I'm a fan. Give me your autograph.
Oh God.
All right, man. Jonah Hill was accused of emotional abuse by his ex girlfriend.
Can you explain to the people who the hell is Jonah Hill? I know who he is, but
Oh
in case,
yeah, you know what's crazy?
yeah.
I told my my wife to be in a whole nother world because I told her, "Hey, you hear about that Jonah Hill situation?" She said, "Who? Who
No,
Jonah
but it's
Hill?"
facts. Who
I
is
said, "The
Jonah Hill?
nigga from You People."
People. Mm.
Yeah, you know the comedian. What's some other movies he was in? What's Super Bad? He was the fat
Pineapple
boy in Super
Express, I
Bad.
think.
Is he in Pineapple Express?
I thought he was.
Oh my goodness.
What's that one where McLovin?
Super Bad.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So pretty much Jonah Hill was pretty much telling her to stop doing a whole bunch of stuff she was
Mm-hmm.
doing, like uh stop posting pictures of her in two piece. Said don't post pictures of her booty,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Stop hanging out with certain people. He put it around like these are my boundaries that I have. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe, they split. I'm not sure who broke up with who.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I really don't care about white people issues. The real topic. That
Use
was
that
just
as
a
a
transition.
segue. I really don't give a fuck, but anyway.
The
Oh, that
real
was rich.
topic here, Casey, I wanted to ask you about boundaries. I wanted to know
Mm,
what do you define as a boundary in relationship, really with anybody.
yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about
I'm gonna say just going off of his boundaries. I think boundaries. I don't like to be in a space where I'm like classifying somebody's boundaries because your boundaries are your boundaries. Like that is how you feel. But I think oftentimes, what could potentially happen is that we are we set quote unquote boundaries, but we're not doing the work on ourselves.
it?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's like if I have a boundary of like, hey, let's say it's like, I'm gonna tell you that you're gaslighting me, but if you continue to do it, I'm just gonna eliminate like our interactions, right? What I need to do on my end is make sure that like when I am in that predicament of you gaslighting me, not getting like fired up, but naming for you like, hey, I feel gaslit right now, whatever, walk away, whatever the case may be. I think when I think of boundaries, I'm thinking of things that are more so me related. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like somebody wearing a two piece is not me related.
Right.
I think that's really reflective of my like self-esteem and how I feel about my partner being, revealing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. When I think of boundaries, I think of something that's like reflected on me. Like how does that make me feel?
Is there
Like I
a
don't want you to
boundary?
gaslight me, so I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Put myself in that predicament. So I eliminate myself. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think it's more self-reflective, I guess, so to speak.
Don't have to answer this. Is there a
Hmm.
boundary that you would mind sharing?
Um,
Wouldn't
a
mind, not gonna lie.
boundary of mine is I have a lot. Shout out to my therapist. A boundary I have is if I feel I guess I'll use the gaslit one, right?
Okay.
So I have a boundary for particular people. And so one boundary I have is with my mom, right? Like we just cannot have conversation without her gaslighting me or making me feel I wouldn't say insecure, but just making me feel small.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so in order for my mental to be just in a good place and for me to feel like I'm doing a great job and I'm not failing at life, I minimize the time in which we speak.
Keep it to it.
So you know what I mean? I keep
Yeah.
it to a Sunday minimum. Now, my thing with that is because I know people going to hear it like, fuck, you only talk to your mom once a week. Once again, this is after multiple times of like communicating how she makes me feel, the things that are triggering. And, once you go through all those steps, you have to figure out what boundary makes sense. For me, every Sunday I call my mom. That is our spiel. Once a week, call her. And depending on the conversation on that Sunday, next Sunday she might not get a call.
Hey,
Being
I feel
transparent.
you.
And it sucks because I think the other thing about boundaries too is it's like it's not a real boundary if it's not rated E. It needs to
Yeah.
be rated for everybody. So if I'm ever in an uncomfortable situation with somebody, I'll state it for them like, hey, you know what? Like that actually made me feel X, Y, and Z, because that's another thing Khadijah needs to work on, naming her emotions and how she feels. But once I've named that for somebody and then you kind of mishandle that, you don't give a fuck, whatever. Now I'm drawing back a little bit. And I love my boundaries because I give two chances. It's not baseball, two. I
Mm.
wheel it back one, I wheel it back another that second time.
Okay. I
So
respect
it could be boundaries look different. Like it could be limiting access. It could be the amount of time you talk. You know what I mean? It could be tangible things where like you physically remove yourself from a space or whatever you call it. But it just depends on what you yourself is working on, if that makes sense.
that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thank you for sharing. that,
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, let me tell you. I don't know. Tell me if this is about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like having um dis not discussions in the car.
It's like I
Cause,
don't like
cause
to
I
hear
don't
you
really,
breathe in the car.
I don't really argue with my wife. I really don't. So I
Yeah.
just, if I feel like we have to actually have like a serious conversation, I don't
Mm-hmm.
like doing that while I'm driving, or just in the car in general. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's just like, I don't have too many things I don't do, but that's just one of them. I don't know why. Partly because the car for me is, because I'm in it so much, as we discussed
Mm-hmm.
earlier. It's like one of my it's like sitting on the toilet for most niggas. Like
He said, "This is me time. Don't mess this up." No, but
exactly.
that's a boundary. Like
You know
that
what I'm
is
saying?
your car is physically your like safe space. That's your
Yeah.
like,
So when I'm
you
in
know.
there, like, you know, um, I got the music. Really, the music's here, and also I don't like it because I want to. I know she'll say something about it later. I want to give her as much attention as I can give her, and if
Mm,
you want to ask me about something while I'm like trying not to crash the car, or switching lanes, I got
yeah,
music on, like
yeah,
I
yeah.
got words to the song in my head. I'm rapping with you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I really
Mm,
not. If I give you an answer now, I'll probably be, I'm gonna give you something later. And then you're gonna say, well, you said this in the car. I'm like, well,
right.
I had a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
it's just one of those things where I'm not saying we don't be talking in the car, of course, but like
But it's minimalized. Yeah,
when
we
it comes
you.
to it just, yeah, like the topic of discussion can't be like heavy. Then I'm
Yeah.
like, I forgot what you said.
No, I think that's a boundary. I think
Yeah,
and I think that's something where it's like it's both like something tangible, like you're physically in a different space. And so when you are in that space, you're not in the capacity to have like in-depth conversation. I would
yeah,
classify that as a boundary.
yeah. Now sometimes I will say, initially a boundary for me
You
used to
know,
be
fuck.
like, if you see the football game on, you're not getting none out of me. But
I feel like that's a boundary, but
it
also it's
is,
like
but
women, we've come to accept that.
that's fair. But I've had to be like, you know what?
You got to give her
Shut this.
something.
Yeah, gotta
You know
give
what I
and take.
mean? Motherfucker said I can't talk in the car. I can't talk when the game on.
When
Damn. When can I get a word in?
the Eagles are down 6, and you coming to me with this?
Like, I'm chasing you down to tell you about our Lord and Savior. You know what I mean? Come on. Have you heard the word of Jesus? No. Okay. Got it.
But no, I agree with you in regards to the fat white boy. Um, yeah, this really sounded like a him, like he had problems with her. That don't sound like a
It
boundary
sound like
thing.
it sound
Yeah,
like it's a self-esteem thing. And that's fine. But I also like you got to be doing that work and you got to know cuz I feel like now we're getting into this like controlling women's bodies and like how they should be it's muddy water.
yeah. So it's interesting because it's like we had the conversation about Kiki Palmer last week, and
Mhm.
so the main difference between this one and the last one, Jonah Hill was not here like commenting under her photos like, "Yo, you need to take this down." Like, nah, this
Yeah.
this was messaging, this was private, and she decided to put the boy on blast. So
Mm.
that's like a little messed up. But
I think
also,
that's messed up too because it's like you when you're texting your wife, that is a safe space. You know
yeah.
what I mean? You're never thinking, "Oh, she about to post this shit." And even if it's on your close friends, like that's a boundary right there. It's like, "Hey, when we're communicating, this is our shit right here. We're not inviting the world or friends or nothing. We're figuring this shit out."
And also, like, all right, if the nigga wasn't Jonah Hill, would you have put this on your message? Would you have put this online?
Hello? You know the answer.
So I don't know. It's a little crazy, but I also see what you're saying. Like, yeah, this whole thing of like trying to tell what a woman can wear and stuff. I think of course, it is like a lot of ego shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um, but can a woman really wear whatever the hell she want to wear? Is there
This this is my thing is you knew prior to getting with your partner or significant other what kind of energy they own, right?
fair?
Like before I even officially like, oh yeah, I'm talking to Wooty Woo, I'm going to the IG page because you
Really?
can tell a lot about a person based on their IG page. Are
Yeah.
you on here? Are you giving fuck nigga? Are you like, you know what I mean? Are you studious? Do you have a job? What do you know what I mean? You can tell the energy of somebody off of their Instagram or any of their social platforms. I'm gonna put that out there. So if I see that before we get into it or start talking and stuff, you posting bikini pictures, get ready with me's and you in your underwear or whatever the case may be, like cool, you're single. We can have a conversation about that if that is something that bothers you. But you also have to be prepared for that person to say, cool, still gonna do it. You got to figure that out. Do you
What
know what
if
I mean?
they
Like you got to know.
what if they switched up like Janelle Monáe?
Hey,
Ja-
and she been showing nothing but ass and
Janelle.
titties and ass.
Hey, yo, can we talk about Janelle? Janelle
She got a
Monáe.
banging body. Let's
She
talk about it.
she went from wearing black and white,
I mean,
really
suited and booted.
suited and booted with the dance moves, and then
Hmm
you slowly saw a transition, right? Because
She was like, ooh.
the previous album was like we got the pink, like she was all about like women and the sexuality, but she wasn't going
Hmm
hard. She wasn't going hard
No,
in the paint,
not
right?
like
It was
this.
real artistic. But this one, boy, she got the pleasure shirt coming out the pool with it. Everybody in the video naked with an EKKED. Naked.
He says ED in caps.
Naked.
No, for real. I'm
And
telling you.
man, she really went hard with
Yeah.
with it this time, man. Like, uh, did you listen to that project?
It's literally in my library and I need to tune in, but I like to listen to music when I'm like cleaning the house.
Oh, this
Cause
is
I feel
perfect
like
cleaning
that's,
music.
oh, it is? Oh, okay, then I got to tune in this
Yes.
weekend then. I like to
Yes.
listen to music, especially new music, either when I'm in the car or when I'm cleaning the house, but more so when I'm cleaning the house. Cause I hate to start an album and not be able to finish it in the same
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is perfect music to put on and just start. Oh, hey, the whole house be clean. I'm telling you. It's a little quick, but you
I
put
love
on.
ju- I love her and I love that she's getting more comfortable. I watched her interview with Angie Martinez. First of all, are
Yes,
you tuned in to Angie Mart?
I
Her
am.
interviews have been A1.
I haven't listened to
Like
the
they've
Money
been
Bag
really
Yo.
good.
I haven't listened to the Money Bag Yo joint, but no, her Janelle Monáe interview was really good. She's just so good at talking to people.
Yeah,
Very
and
jealous.
I think that, I didn't know this because Janelle Monae banging body, like I said, but she didn't like own her womanhood and like her body and things. And so that's why she did wear the suits and like she didn't own her thickness. And
Mm.
so now it's just like you're seeing her own that and be more comfortable with it. And I think it's like this new wave. I will say there was women that are comfortable with their bodies, but I think this is new wave of like women being like, it's a titty, like it's not that serious. It's a nip. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
not
fair.
to say, that wasn't happening before, but I think it's like this huge, I guess, uh, influx of it. You know what I mean? Where people are like, this is my body and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, especially from the artists themselves, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the video vixens. But
I mean,
that was an era.
yeah, it was.
Nah, she's really just it's giving real like I don't care. She even had her mama in a
Mm.
video with them things out. Mama had them things out with a cigarette in her mouth. I said, hey.
Love it. I mean, nothing says unfucking bothered like a cigarette. You hear me? I don't give a fuck about my lungs. What are you talking about these titties for? Yeah, love it. Love that from mom. Love it.
I need to start embracing my body. I be going to the pool sometimes. I
I'm
have to keep the
Ty. You
shirt
gotta
on.
roll up them sleeves. Just let the arms out, brother.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Just like you know what I mean. One shoulder at a time.
but you know
Just
what? It's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. Went to the pool for my niece's
mm.
birthday, and even when I took my shirt off to go into the pool, I had to like create this persona of an old nigga. Like I really feel like I did. I created this persona of an old nigga because I took my shirt off. I see my wife and my brother in
Yeah.
law in the pool. So I stick my chest out a little bit and I start walking like rubbing my stomach like like I'm giving this vibe like old nigga walk like
Why?
I
Just
don't
like
know. I don't
hey,
know.
Beyonce got Sasha Fierce. If you got an alter ego, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
your business.
I just need to be confident in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My
What's
wife
your
be like,
alter ego's name? We got to think of a name now.
damn, that's crazy. All right. So check this.
Lavondrius. That's a nigga who's rubbing his stomach. Lavondrius. You know what I mean? Black and mild in the ear.
That's hilarious. I need like a confident alter ego though. I don't need like
Hey,
the. I don't need the old. I'm already old nigga. Like.
can you imagine? Oh, shit. Ooh. You need a Damien. You need something that's like, yeah. You know what I mean?
I always said if I was to be a DJ, my name would be
Oh,
DJ
brother.
Extra because I'll be doing the most, and I feel like that would be.
First of all,
So
strong DJ name.
my tag would
Strong.
be extra, extra, read all. That's my
Hey,
DJ
that's
tag.
not bad.
It'd be
And don't
fun.
nobody take it either. We're gonna copyright that.
We will. We will. I'm suing anybody.
That's hilarious as
I'm
fuck.
suing
Though.
anybody. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to Janelle, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting the name of that project. Oh, Age of Pleasure. The Age of Pleasure. Y'all tune
Yes.
into
Mm-hmm.
that. Y'all tune into that. You know what I'm saying? Look, Jay's talking will probably normally hold us on the podcast for another 30 minutes, but we done ran through what we did talk about.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Oh, and we also got the convo before the convo, but you can't hear the convo before the convo unless you are subscribed to the Patreon.
Subscribe.
So if you want to hear the convo before the convo, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/no clearance for $5 a month. That's just one less Starbucks coffee. You be straight. Go to Dunkin' real quick for two, you know what I'm saying? Get the cold brew. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I
It's all good.
mean?
It's all good. You feel me? Casey, you got anything you want to say? Anything you want to promote?
No, keep your heads up. We'll be dropping a episode on Dare to Talk, flooded up with the ones that are up there.
Yes.
Get on your Zoom. That's the only hint I'm gonna give you for the Dare to Talk episode that's coming up.
Ooh, get on your Zoom. Okay. All right,
Mm-hmm.
man. Sounds good, man. Technically athletic episode, man. Y'all go back through, run those up. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop a technically athletic channel soon. I just need to go back and like
Woo-woo.
edit the episodes. Shout out to my boy Sam. The audio for that,
Sammy.
I'm saying this on the podcast. I should have told Sammy straight up. He'll hear this though. The audio for that is a little rough. So
Why is
I'm
it rough?
dropping it on the Patreon. I don't know why the audio came out the way it did. The audio came out like maybe I'm gonna keep listening. Maybe I don't know. Settings may have been off, but I'm
But
gonna
it's
drop
gonna
it
get
on the
dropped.
Patreon. Yeah, it's gonna get dropped on the Patreon, exclusive for the Patreon, and then maybe if I could clean up again or something, I'll try. But for now, that technically athletic episode will go on the Patreon. No Clearance movie show coming soon after Jay gets through his honeymoon phase. And y'all, that's all we got for y'all today. Yeah, stay black. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Hey, stay black. Stay blessed.
Peace.
Peace.
He's gonna kill us. I don't want to
Oh
hear
my
it.
goodness.